Alright, so y'all know who this woman is, right? I ain't gotta give you too much of a description of who she is. She is known as the woman who crashed out after the Kendrick Lamar halftime shows, pretty much questioning his credibility of what has he really done for Compton or his people. Then a couple people hopped on here and showed her receipts saying like, well, Kendrick actually has done a lot, so please put some respect on his name. Well, she's back with a video actually explaining why she crashed out, the reason, she's taking it to further school us on, why she blew up instead of, taking accountability and maybe listening a little bit. She's pretty much holding Kendrick to this quote that's been around for eons, right? Pretty much stating that like he gave America what they wanted by just giving a circus and not really putting any sustenance or any kind of value into his performance. Like it was just that's it. It was just a performance. She goes on to ask, like, did it inspire you to learn how to plant food and, do things for yourself or, give back to your community? Yes. The answer is yes, sis. The answer is he absolutely inspired all of us, or the people who at least it was meant to inspire. I know that she thought that think that she's doing more good than bad in this situation, but she is actually dividing us as people. And the reason why I say this and feel this is because us as black folk, we struggle with not nitpicking each other. Like there's always some type of nitpicking going on, because we all know, or we should know at this point, that there's levels to revolution. There's a time and place for everything. Like, what was he really supposed to do? Like break out soil and some seeds on the stage and not sing and be like, or rap and be like, hey y'all, this is how you build, you plant your own fruits and vegetables. No, there's a place and time for everything, and this wasn't it. This wasn't the place and time. You should have just let it go and understand that nitpicking is huge in that within our community. So you crashing out and taking a credibility away from someone who there's receipts that was, given to us all that you can look up yourself, but we keep nitpicking each other. And also it was the presentation. You crashing out, yelling and screaming on camera because you're passionate and you want to save humanity with every fiber of your being. This is not saving humanity, hopping on a camera and showing anger towards somebody who looks like you, or anger towards just nitpicking, okay? Because now you are doing absolutely the opposite of what you think, because now we have white folks out there who absolutely hated the halftime show being like, see, look, one of the good ones actually agreed with us that there was a problem with his performance, that it was just a performance. There was no substance to it. There was no value. And that is an absolute lie, sis. It's a lie. There's levels. Say it with me. There's levels to revolution, and there's a time and a place for everything. And that man had an assignment, and he understood his place, his timing for that moment. If you had a problem with it, you should have mustered up an email to say, I don't agree with this, because that's also what we don't do. We don't criticize each other in private. We're always in the comments or making a video or just something, and y'all can be like, oh, well, that's what you're doing here. No, I'm doing this because people like her, who want to do good, who are black on the inside, but their actions are actually very terrible, actually very giving the other side accountability and not even realizing it, you cannot keep going like this. We need to stop nitpicking each other's artwork, each other's messages, each other's platforms, because there's a time and a place for everything. And you could have mustered an email, sis, to say that you didn't agree with his performance. You could have told him, like, hey, I'm having a problem finding the fact that you did X, Y, and Z for Compton. Can you like help me understand? Can you and your team provide me? And I know you're like, well, he's Kendrick Lamar, nobody's gonna message me, he's too big for somebody. Then you should have just been quiet, because you at this point are just talking. Because if you had a problem, you could have emailed and you could have mustered an email. Muster!